Tobin Smith, next big thing, investing. Now, we're always looking for the next big thing, but sometimes in business there's the next big thing, a business that's transforming and taking sort of their core business and developing it into a more valuable business because of transformational changes they're making. This is Barry Sloane. He's the president CEO, co-founder of Newtek, NEWT is the ticker symbol, NASDAQ listed. What's our market cap these days?
About 68 million.
Okay, 68 million. When I first met him, it was 40 million. And they're doing the right things and transforming the business. But tell the viewer sort of the one thing. Newtek started out in the business of being a SBA lender, and then you build a portfolio of services. What's the overall strategy?
I think the overall strategy is to position ourselves as an authoritative presence to over 27 million independently owned small businesses in the United States, and to be able to offer them health insurance solutions, lending solutions, and provide them the technology solutions where they could access their payroll, their merchant processing data, web traffic statistics, health and benefits, all from an iPad or a smartphone.
We're going to get into that in our sort of next segment in terms of this, the Newtek Advantage, because they're starting down the path. And if you're a small business person, you know that once, like today, we run our company off an iPad and a smartphone. And once you do that, you never go back. You don't say, geez, I want to make my life less convenient. I'd sort of like to make it more convenient. They have started technologically the ability to run your business really from your iPad. But let's stay at the 50,000 foot level here. You're the authoritative figure to SMB, but why these different services? Why not just be the authoritative SBA lender, which you're the largest non-bank lender, or your merchant processing, which is $120 million? Why do multiple services as opposed to be just the best at one service?
Well, I guess we started off with the premise that we want to be as useful as we can to the customer. And businesses today, they don't really know where to go. If you're a consumer today, you go to Walmart where America shops. If you want to shop online, you go to Amazon.com. We want to be known as the authoritative presence in the small business space, so when small, medium-sized independent business owners have a need, they go to thesba.com. So
Excellent plug, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Can you say a little slower? And we'll put it underneath you. Okay. THESBA. It's the SBA, right?
Right. No spitting when you say
no
THESBA.
Spitting, yeah. And I'm not a thespian. Right. Okay. All right. So, I mean, people don't know this, but you guys run a data center. You host 50 or 60,000
50 or 60,000 business applications, 100,000 domain names, 6,000 servers. So that military strength proof level 4 data facility is in Phoenix, Arizona. And that's really the backbone of our business services hosted applications. So business services are going to be hosted in the cloud for SMBs going forward in a bigger and bigger way.
SMB is small business, small and medium-sized business. That's the acronym. Okay.
Thank you.
No worries.
Yep.
Not everybody knows SMB. All right.
You got
all right.
it.
So yes, they're going to run their business in the cloud. Why? Because you're an idiot. And of course, Sandy has proven to us, if it wasn't, Katrina or Sandy, that you have these disasters. If I had my business with you, and my business, heaven forbid, got flooded, whatever, I would have been in business the next day.
You could have been in business. You could have got your critical information. If you were doing e-commerce business, your website was still doing business. You had a fulfillment center somewhere else. There's no need to get into the office. You didn't have to worry about losing your critical data. You didn't have to worry about disaster recovery. So the cloud is a totally useful application that all small businesses will be running on over the course of the next 5 or 10 years.
No question.
So, Tobin, when you asked us, we have a lending operation and a business services operation hosted in our cloud. That's the best way to look at Newtek Business Services.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit next subject on just sort of the new strategies. Our thesis, our investment thesis on Newtek, and we're an advisor to the company, is that they're being way undervalued relative to the other companies, and because they're a mix, sometimes you don't like this word, but when you're a mutt, when you're a mixture of other things, it's harder for Wall Street because you don't know which analyst is going to fit. So we're going to talk about this Newtek Advantage, and then some ways that the business growth for 2013, because you've already put earnings out, and you look pretty good. Listen, sometimes the next big thing is the old thing getting a lot better. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with Barry Sloane, Newtek. Look at that punum. You see him on Fox all the time. You started doing some advertising. The Goy guys can say this, by the way.
Yeah.
So you started an advertising program. Tell us about how's it going. And by the way, one of the unique things about this company is that they have customer service, real customer service. If you actually need, an answer, you don't try to find that in PayPal. Try to find it on Amazon.com. So they actually provide, a real customer service person, a live human being. So when you do these ad campaigns, you just started them. How are they going?
Well, we've publicly disclosed that the campaigns are doing great. Our web traffic is up over 100% over the time frame. Our lending pipeline as of the end of October was up 60% year over year. So the ads are driving awareness to our site in terms of who we are as a small business authority. And from a standpoint of focusing on lending, our lending pipeline's expanded. So we're real happy with how the initial national TV campaign's going out. It's 180 to 200 commercials a month on major cable news networks.
Right. You've seen Barry. He's standing by a $50,000 pile of money, the $5 million. What's the average loan in the pipeline?
The average loan that we make is $1 million loan, but we do as little as $50,000 to $5 million.
Unbelievable! You saw it right here. Now, are these usually secured by real estate, or what is the money usually used for?
The important part is their business loans.
Okay.
And so we will not make a loan if the business in and of itself doesn't look attractive. We typically take in commercial real estate collateral, residential collateral. Every 20% business owner must personally guarantee the loan.
Children?
No, we don't. Okay. We don't take firstborn children.
All right. Okay. All right. Good.
And if they default, we have frogs and vermin and hail.
Right.
But away from that, it's a 7 to 25 year amortizing loan, and it's a very attractive loan for a small business.
Interest rates?
Typically prime plus 2 3/4. It's under the SBA 7A loan program. Oh. So we're able to sell 75% of it off at a 13.5% premium.
Oh, is that right? Okay, that's right. And so then therefore, the more loans you service the loan, so the more your portfolio gets larger, the more incremental revenue you make. And you started in that business, right? And then the other business services came on, right?
Well, it was pretty close. We've been in the lending business for 9 years. So I think that's an important fact because we have clearly worked our way through the 2008, 2009 credit crunch.
Right.
We've been in the merchant processing business about the same time and have grown the business to $4 billion of payments processed annually with 15,000 customers and 85 million of revenues and about a $9 million EBITDA number. And that's organic. That's no acquisitions. This business has primarily been built organically.
And when you say organically, you mean because small business guy tells other small business person that you haven't, you're not doing a lead generation type of program?
Well, when I say organically, yeah, it is customer recommendations, but it's also us going out and driving distribution channel partners like credit unions, community banks,
right.
Trade associations to take their business customers, drive them to us through our patented Newtek operating and technology platform, where they get a referral fee. Sometimes up front, sometimes on where you're going. Mm-hmm. And it's worked out very well. That's where currently about 80% of our business revenue is coming in from.
From referral from the credit. All right,
we're going
to go back. The last segment, we're going to talk about the new business model for you guys, which is getting business consultants, the designer, web developers, designers, the resellers who are referring you business for your business service stuff.
Sure.
All right. We'll be back with Newtek, Barry Sloane. We're also going to talk why I think this company is worth about $5 to $6 a share, and it's currently about $2 a share. Right back with you. All right, we're back with Barry Sloane, Newtek. All right, let's get to the exciting part. So we at NBT Equities Research think they're worth about $5 a share. Why do we think that? Because if you took the various components of your business and you looked at the private market transactions that have happened in the last 12 months, for merchant service acquisitions, for web hosting, et cetera, you add that all up, it's about $5 a share. You have a new story to tell with this Newtek Advantage, which really positions you as a technology leader, not just a service leader. What are your hopes and dreams, aspirations here?
Well, we certainly appreciate your comments on our stock price. We don't make any comments on that.
Don't.
But with that said, the merchant processing space and the business services space, they're trading at pretty high multiples today, in excess of 10, 12%. So what we've recently done is announced the Newtek Advantage operating business platform. And in that platform, the first application that we've rolled out is e-commerce in the cloud. So we're driving off of that operating system real-time payment processing data and web traffic statistics to business owners. When I say real-time, every 30 seconds, getting an update. It's not the full dump of the night before's data, which is what everybody else has. We can do that, Toby, because we are the web host, we own the gateway, we are the payment processor, and we can design the site.
Well, that's absolutely unique out there. There's nobody else that's doing that. All right, so let's talk earnings per share. 2011, 2012, you give some guidance for 2013.
2012, we anticipate and have given public guidance of about 13 cents a share in earnings per share. 2013, we anticipate about 17 cents and revenue growth about 9 to 10%.
So you're getting more growth in earnings than the revenue. So is that from what, operating efficiencies or higher margin businesses or what?
Tremendous operating efficiencies, running the business. We'd like to think we're conservative in terms of our overall growth, but as these businesses are out there, our cost of customer acquisition is going down.
Right.
And we're getting tremendous operating leverage out of the business, as well as financial leverage in the small business lender.
So tell us quickly about the DD&Rs, because these are the people who refer you, business, who actually resell your services.
Yeah, we have a lot of technology providers that are web designers, web developers, or technology resellers.
That's the DD&R, okay.
And they host business applications with us and websites, and we've been working with that particular industry demographic to distribute the Newtek Advantage as well. So we're excited about the potential growth that are coming from that distribution channel.
There's about 700,000 of these guys out there. If you expand it to other business consultants, there's about 2.5 million of people that could package, resell the Newtek service. They get paid. They can mark it up, right? They can price mark it up, or
Sure.
they can get paid a fee. And talk about organic. You guys didn't go after them. They went after you, right?
Well, we've had relationships with designers, developers, and resellers historically since we've been in this particular business, and we're looking to grow that particular base and get a bigger piece of the revenue.
Well,
pie.
shareholders, let me just say this. Barry doesn't waste money, but for this interview, he came out, he was doing some business. He took the red eye out to come out, and now he's taking the red eye back. So you tell me how many CEOs you know of 140 or $50 million companies that will take the red eye. That's how dedicated he is. So Newtek, in our perspective, if you look at the other companies out there, look at the relative value, look at the growth rate, and look at the operational growth, that's where we get to $5. I'll make you a bet in 2 years, all right, or less.
It would be a pleasure.
All right.
I'd love to lose.
Next big thing investing, Barry Sloane, Newtek. Great to have you on the show.